If you want something different than the tourist hotspots, this list's for you. Welcome to Mojo Travels, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 hidden gems in New York City. Are you a fan of our videos? Be sure to subscribe to Mojo Travels and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos. For this list, we're looking at relatively lesser known, but not necessarily obscure attractions on the island of Manhattan. We won't be looking at anything in the other boroughs, because they deserve lists of their own. Number 10. Central Park Benches. Central Park is on every must-see list, but this 843-acre green space in Upper Manhattan is much more than just a tourist attraction. New Yorkers take full advantage of this public resource, and if you're visiting for more than a few days, you'll hopefully find time to really delve into everything Central Park has to offer. If you're a sentimentalist, one of the best pursuits is wandering around the park and reading all the quotes inscribed on the park benches. The city raises funds for park upkeep by charging for adopting benches. Some contain sweet dedications to lost family members, and all of them will leave you wanting more. Number 9. The Staten Island Ferry. Manhattan is notorious for being one of the most expensive areas in the world, but you can have a great time without breaking the bank, even if it means taking to the water to see the city. Indeed, one of the best ways to get incredible city views for very little cost is by taking a trip on the Staten Island Ferry. The ferry from Manhattan runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and will give you great views of the impressive buildings of Lower Manhattan, not to mention the Statue of Liberty. The best part, of course, is that it's totally free. Oh, and there's a bar on board.
Honey, close up, it's cold.
Number 8. The Berlin Wall. Berlin and New York? Well, after the fall of the Berlin Wall in 1989, large pieces of the structure were subsequently shipped all around the world. Even New York residents may not realize that their city is home to several pieces of the infamous wall that are on public display. One is at the United Nations headquarters on the east side, while another is in Kowski Plaza in Battery Park. One piece was located inside the lobby of 520 Madison, but is reported to be in the process of being relocated. Checking out one of these now historical artifacts is a great way to get a glimpse of a turbulent time in modern history. Number 7. The Old City Hall Subway Station. Most of the items on our list today are pretty easy to access for the average traveler, but this is one big exception. We couldn't exclude the Old City Hall subway station though, because it's just so darn cool. This station was closed more than half a century ago and retains all of its former glory. Unfortunately though, it's only officially accessible by guided tours offered by the New York Transit Museum, and you have to be a museum member in order to take part. While some visitors might bend the rules to get in, you'd be better off buying in and accessing the guided tour. Number 6. Grand Central Terminal's Whispering Gallery. The beautiful and historic Grand Central Terminal is a tourist must-see for obvious reasons, but many people stop in for a quick photo op and then move on. But some of Grand Central's secrets are worth exploring further. You won't find any arrows pointing towards it, but outside of the Oyster Bar and Restaurant is an arch with an unexpected feature. If you stand in the corner and whisper into the stone, someone standing at the diagonal corner can hear you with perfect clarity.
Hi, Lou. Not much. I'm talking to a wall. What about you?
Many marriage proposals have taken place here, which is pretty romantic in our books. Number 5. The Morgan Library and Museum. Bibliophiles, listen up. If you're an avid reader or just culture curious, you've probably already paid a visit to the beautiful main branch of the New York Public Library. But this lesser-known space is possibly even more stunning. The Morgan Library is actually only a couple of blocks away in Midtown and would make for the perfect spot to reenact your favorite library scene from Beauty and the Beast.
I can't believe it. I've never seen so many books in all my life.
It was created in 1906 as J.P. Morgan's private collection, but has since become a public attraction. And as an added bonus, visiting the Morgan Library is actually free for a few hours on Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. Number 4. Greenacre Park. When you need a little respite from the intense hustle and bustle of Manhattan, you might be seeking a little sanctuary. Located in Midtown East on East 51st Street, Greenacre Park is a small oasis in the city, featuring a waterfall and cafe-style seating. Greenacre Park is privately owned, but that doesn't mean it isn't accessible to the public. In fact, it's estimated that the park gets about 700 visitors every day. Stop by with a coffee and a good book and while away an hour or 3. If you can grab a seat, that is. As of 2018, the park has even been added to the National Register of Historic Places. Number 3. Sleep no more.
Welcome all to the McKittrick Hotel. The card you were handed upon your arrival is your ticket.
Sure, you've seen some Broadway shows. Maybe you even nabbed tickets to Hamilton. Can we have some?
Oh, am I talking too loud? Sometimes I get overexcited, shoot off at the mouth. I never had a group of friends before. I promise that I'll make y'all proud.
But if you're looking for some theatrical entertainment that's a bit more off the beaten path, Sleep No More might be the perfect option. This interactive experience takes place in the McKittrick Hotel in Chelsea, actually a warehouse performance space where guests don masks and are invited to explore the enormous area, while performers move through the rooms telling a story inspired by Shakespeare's Macbeth. The actors rarely speak, and the audience is asked to remain silent throughout the 3-hour event. Sleep No More is definitely unlike anything you've ever experienced before. Number 2. ASCAT 3000. Now, if you're looking for an evening of entertainment that's a bit more lighthearted, we strongly recommend ASCAT 3000. This full-length improv show is put on by the Upright Citizens Brigade, a comedy troupe created by Amy Poehler and some of her hilarious compatriots.
It's the equivalent of scenic Mad Libs. How about that?
Oh, that's really good.
ASCAT 3000 happens on Sunday evenings with 2 showings. You can get reservations to the 7:30 show, which costs $12, but if you want to risk waiting in line, the 9:30 show is free. And if you're lucky, you might just see some of the biggest names in comedy making an appearance. Nice kitty. Number 1. The Back Room. There are countless bars in New York, and which one is the hottest right now is ever-changing. So how do you guarantee a fun, unique, and braggable experience for your night or nights out on the town? Well, there are numerous speakeasies and secret bars scattered throughout the city. You just have to know which dark alley to venture down. If you want to experience a piece of New York history, check out The Back Room, which has been operating as a speakeasy since the days of Prohibition. It was also featured as Val's Bar on Broad City.
Val Bar is Narnia!
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Mojo Travels, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.